Yeah, let's get right into it again. Hi guys, it's Foxy Mama 365, aka Nana. I'm here once again with the tea on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 11, episode 10. Come on guys, let's get right into it, shall we? So Portia, we find Portia in the party setting again where she's calling Candy a bitch. And I have lots of questions here, and I'm like, the first one is for Portia. Portia, why do you keep falling for this? Come on, it's getting old. Why do you keep falling for being known to be the aggressor? You have to at some point call yourself back and say, okay, you know what guys, we've done this so much. I've been the brunt of this joke. I'm done. Such that it don't matter what I mean, we've seen you walk through your anger issues and all. But you have to keep, you just have to stop. Every season, it's like, come on. Marlo did it to you last season. Nene did it to you also, and you fell for it. You just have to get to a point where, yeah, you can stand up for yourself, but refuse to be taken there. Come on, and more so now that you're pregnant. Especially when you're amongst this group of ladies. I mean, we've seen now Candy's doing this to you. I mean, we've seen, who else? I think we've all, come on, you just have to get to a place where you just say, you know what guys, you're not going to get me to go there. You can talk without having to say, because otherwise they're just going to keep labeling you. We're over it. And then we get to where Candy Kodak Click is talking about the same event. And Bravo TV, you show us every fucking shit there is to show, but then the very important thing you don't show there. I'm like, I suspect that Bravo might actually have the footage, but they are not showing it to us because they kind of want us to keep us guessing. Because I'm like, I mean, you even took us all the way to Cynthia's daughter's school, and you showed us all that shit. Quite frankly, we didn't even really care about it, but whatever. And now, when it really matters, you say you don't have that footage for this party scene. Anyway, the Candy Kodak Click is talking about the event, and we have Carmen, Don Juan, Jamie and her plus one. No, the plus one wasn't there, but they're talking about what happened. And her replacement, Carmen's replacement, according to Portia. And they're also giving their rendition of what happened. And you see Jamie talking about her being with the other girl that used to date Dennis, and apparently she says that Portia was bumping her. I don't know. No, we went there. Well, if Bravo had shown us the footage, we could actually say. So Bravo, get it together. Come on guys, come on. And then so Portia has also given her own rendition, and Portia says, oh, she gets kicked out. And the Bravo people are like, no, it didn't happen like that. And then the Candy Coated Click guys are also saying, no, it didn't happen like that. That Portia was the aggressor. And you have Portia's side. Anyway, Dennis is now giving his own side, and then you have Portia and Dennis with her sister talking about it and giving their own version of what happened. And Dennis is like, ooh, the girl came up to him and he was doing the Matrix, and he was like, ooh, dodging the kiss. And it seemed like he was saying the girl was trying to kiss him on the lips, and he ducked, and then she kind of kissed him on his cheek. And Portia says she saw what happened, and she's like, hey, what's going on? Why is Dennis, what's going on? And she approaches them. That is the point I will always say, don't. Just be grown and let him deal with his ex or his whatever. Portia should just have stayed away and just be like, you know what, cool, calm, collected. And all, because knowing that when you're in that environment, you know that they're going to be triggered, they're going to do everything. And you had seen that, you had said the the Jamie and her friend were, circling around you. So kind of your guard should be even higher. Your instinct should kick in and say, you know what, I'm not here for the fuckery. And at that point, even if something was happening to Dennis is a grown man. He can handle his business, Portia. What were you going to do? Go fight with the girls? Come on, you're a child. What were you going to do? Okay, you approached, why? You know, just let him handle that, and then whenever they are done, just, you know, like, okay, cool. Okay, then going on to the, then I also wondered, why would Candy, well, anyway, I guess her clique were trying to, Candy didn't really even know what was going on until much later. And I think the manager was the one that actually threw Portia out. But there are kind of varying versions of what happened if Portia was indeed thrown out. Because later on we hear it was her sister that was, you know, actually thrown out. And then later, Bravo TV! We need this footage, and if you guys have it, stop playing with us like that, okay? We want to see this so that we can be the judge for ourselves, okay? And then, of course, Candy goes in to also say, oh, we hear Jamie telling Candy that, oh, Dennis texted the ex when they were on their way out. So that is kind of shady, but we're like, did it happen? Maybe. But I don't know. I don't know if how that can be right. I don't know how Dennis is going to make that right, or, you know, but we'll see. And I think it was a setup. I think it was the setup, and I just keep saying, Portia, why do you keep falling for it? Then next we see Cynthia with her man. Finally we get to see Mike. So Mike is real. He is really her man. We're not doing a Kenya situation here. Yeah. So when you see him actually in love with her, and then you actually see, oh yeah, before that, we actually see Cynthia with her sister talking about the man, Mike, wanting to ask her a question. And her sister saying, oh, what if he wants to break up with you? Ooh! Apparently Cynthia didn't even think of that. But I am surprised, and I'm wondering why Cynthia is pulling, who's done this before? What's a Kenya on us by doing this, in that she's like seeming desperate for the ring. And I'm like, you guys have been dating for 5 months. Why do you want that ring so badly? What is it about, you know, being, I mean, get to know the guy, enjoy the dating phase. Because when the marriage comes, somehow marriage changes everything. So if you can enjoy this phase where he's like, you know, in my opinion, I think Cynthia should just slow it down and just enjoy it, you know. And then the guy comes, Mike comes, and he's like, oh, he wants to ask a big question, and we're thinking, is he going to propose? And I'm like, huh? Then he asks her to be his lady. And I'm thinking to myself, if he's just asking you to be official, why were you expecting a ring? It's not adding up, but I'm like, Then we now see Peter at Nini's place with Greg. We love us some Peter. Peter is always a welcome addition to the show. At a point, we heard Peter was going to get his own show. I wonder what happened to that show. Anyways, so we like to see Peter, and he's apparently Bar One is doing well. He's back in Atlanta, and he's doing pretty good. So good for him. He was kind of like nice addition on the show this time. And Nini talking about Mike, if he's met Mike, and Peter is like, I don't have time for that. And I like that. I'm like, I don't think I ever want to meet any of my ex's new girl. Nah, no thanks. Miss me with that one. So, and of course they ask, oh, have you ever seen him on TV? And Peter's like, what? No, on Fox. And Peter's like, Fox? What? No, I watch ESPN. Shade, Peter, shade. But we love it. And we see that Greg is just happy to be there, and that kind of makes us happy, and he's getting back to himself. So get well soon, Greg. We're praying for you. All the best, okay? Then we see Marlo and Tanya with their husbands getting together for some tete-a-tete. And they're downloading the guys on what happened and how they have trying to make up for their sins against Nini. And I'm like, again, like I said in my last video, I don't think Tanya meant harm when she said the high and the low being Nini's sunglasses from her boutique. I don't think, but you know, these ladies threw their shade, and I think Nini kind of felt bad about it. Well, it is what it is, and they're trying to make amends. So now they're thinking, oh, where can we go and have another for Eva's what you call it, bachelorette. That's the best part, girl. Go on and have 5 if you can. So they're turning, spinning the globe, and then of course they're like, what? And then they turn the globe and it goes to Tokyo. So apparently they're going to take a trip to Tokyo. And I said, it's just about time. Because we've seen the girls from Beverly Hills go all the way to Dubai. And that Dubai trip was the bomb. You know, they've taken a lot of exotic trips. And I'm really happy that finally the Atlanta girls are now getting some, you know, going really out. And not just going within America and you know, the skirts of South America and all of that. So it's kind of nice. We're looking forward to that. Because there ain't no way anybody just wants to keep going to Dominican Republic or, you know, it's beautiful. Beautiful, but, you know, it's just nice when they go to, last year they went to Spain and that was beautiful just to get another culture feel, you know. So I'm looking forward to the Tokyo trip. And then when they spawned the first time, they stopped on North Korea. Good luck with that. Good luck making it back from there. Okay, because what's his name is going to pull an R. Kelly on you. Allegedly. Please, don't want to get sued here. So then we have Shamari and Ronnie. Fast forward, I don't even care about that. Good luck. Come on. Everybody I'm not even going in there. So Mike goes to see his mom, and then Cynthia, Nene, and Portia are all meeting in Portia's place, and we see a very heavily pregnant, what's her name? Portia's good friend, and they're all together, and then Portia is telling them her side of the story of what happened at Todd's 45th birthday party, and she also comes out and confirms that she is indeed pregnant, and you see how happy they are for her, which is kind of nice, you know. And then what Nene now goes to say, oh, is Candy really in charge? And and Cynthia's like, no, there's no way in hell I'm going to throw you out, you know, or let any of my staff members throw any of my friends out without me knowing. It's not going to happen. And then Nene now is like, no, it's really coming from Candy. And then you're just like, you've seen the Candy Kodak clique do a lot of stuff. And Candy always says, oh, it's Don Juan that said that. Oh, it's her mama that said it. But you know, some way, somehow, Candy signs off on it, even though when it's happening, she might not know. So Nene is thinking, yeah, Candy kind of allows them. Because if I were Candy, I would say to them, hey guys, while you guys have authority to do some stuff, you need to let me know. There are just some things and some people that you just, you know, my friends, don't fuck with them. Just don't, especially when it comes to Portia. Being that they already have a history, I would have been like, guys, if we're inviting her, go the extra mile, you know, just, I don't want any. But so that's why I feel like it's a setup, you know. But they're like, we've seen this before. Why does Portia keep falling for this bullshit? Just me saying. And then we now get to Tanya and Eva's event. And Candy's telling the story. And Cynthia's like, well, that's not exactly what I heard. Portia was, and we see Cynthia kind of backpedaling and not wanting to really say, because she's like, Candy crunk as hell. I ain't taking that bullet. Good for you, Cynthia. We've been there, done that. Taking that bullet. Portia can come and take her bullet for herself. And then Nene comes in and is trying to do the same, and Nene's like, she's doing the Matrix. Candy, I ain't taking that bullet. Portia, come and take your shit. I ain't getting into that fight. Fair enough. So they're like backpedaling and not willing to actually say what Portia told them, which I think was smart. It's just better to just stay out of it, being that Candy was already walked up and was already like, oh no, Portia doesn't take accountability, she's aggressive. So anyway, Portia walks in and Tanya is trying to offer her a drink and kind of bring her to speed and say, hey girl, you're walking out to some serious shit. And Portia's like, okay, cool. Again, so Portia gets out and she starts talking. And in my mind I'm like, and then Candy of course addresses the issue straight on, which I like. I love that. Just, you know, let's throw it out on the table. Portia didn't acknowledge Candy, which I thought was kind of like silly. You know, you can still be cordial and keep it pushing, which is where you need to be, Portia. You know, you can just be like, oh hi, hey girl, hi, and keep it pushing. And then when Candy brought up the topic, just like, oh, okay. I just felt, anyway, everybody deals with it in their own way. So they talk about it, and it gets really heated. And of course, Candy doesn't know that Portia is pregnant, and Portia is like really getting upset. And then she calls Candy a bitch and saying she's not a punk, she's not going to be fooled with. And she just kind of told her story, and Candy is telling the story also and saying, no, you were the aggressor.